Lakers coach Frank Vogel said LeBron James will probably be the MVP this year after LeBron led the Lakers to yet another overtime win. I'm Robin Lundberg here now with Ben Pickman and the fantasy exec Corey Parson. And guys, to me, it's crazy that LeBron only has 4 MVPs and just one since 2013. But how many should he actually have? I say you could give him the MVP every single year, given we've seen what he does when he's on a team versus when he's not, and that he's never been on a team that's won the minutes without him. But there's some specific years that stand out. Last year, I would have given it to him. He led the league in assists. In 2017, 2018, when Kyrie was off the Cavs, I would have given it to him that year. And I think both of those were borne out by what he did in the playoffs, dragging one team to the finals, winning a championship. I think, no problem with the Kevin Durant MVP, the special Steph Curry season. I believe James Harden deserves one in there. But there's plenty of other arguable ones, including the Derrick Rose MVP. So to me, somewhere between 6 to 8 with a minimum of 6, Corey.
Yeah, I would say that 6 is the right number. That's the number I would go with, 6. Honestly speaking, when you're talking about LeBron James, he could win this award every year. And to see that him right now, he is the odds favorite to win the MVP this year. And the odds are getting shorter and shorter. He might even run away with it this season. But I would agree last year, Giannis did not deserve that MVP award. I'd give that one to LeBron James. As a matter of fact, if you remember, in early March of last year, it was starting to become the talk was, is LeBron James done enough to catch Giannis to win the MVP? And then the season came to a close. Also, Russell Westbrook, listen, he averaged a triple-double. It looked real historic at that time, but now we've seen him do it again. We've seen people flirt with it, and I think it will happen again. So I think the year that Russell Westbrook won could be a LeBron James year also. So I would say 6. He can't touch Steph Curry's, he can't touch Kevin Durant's, and he can't touch Derrick Rose's.
Well, look, when you talk about the fatigue aspect of it, Ben, I think that's come into play, but I actually think that's going to be working for him a little bit this year.
Yeah, I would agree as well. And certainly the Lakers' consistency is also going to be working towards his individual case. But I think, Corey laid out a good argument, and I think you did as well, Robin. But I would actually cite the Derrick Rose one as another possibility, right? You look at it, Chicago did have the best record in the league, but a lot of that was because of their defense, right? They had the league's best defense, but they actually had the number 11 offense that year. And I understand that, of course, LeBron was joining the Miami Heat that season, and so he's teaming up with Dwyane Wade and Chris Bosh. But LeBron actually led the league in win shares that year. He averaged more points per game than Derrick Rose did, right? Certainly Dwight Howard also has a case that season in the 2010-2011 season, but LeBron was pretty spectacular that year. Of course, not in the finals when it mattered most, but he was in the regular season. But I think you hit it on the head. Also, the fatigue component, right? This is something we've seen in Michael Jordan's career. We saw it a number of times, and we've certainly seen it now in LeBron James's career. He has those 4 MVPs, but certainly he's been the best or most important player on his team and in the league more broadly, more than that.
Yeah, there's the 2 I cited. That would be the third one I would argue, and then there's a couple more I think you could argue in there. But it's absolutely mind-boggling to me that he hasn't won one since he left Miami, considering what he's accomplished with the Cleveland Cavaliers and now the Los Angeles Lakers.